So dihybrid cross, it is a cross that involves two characters, or it is a cross between two homozygous pea plants differing in two pairs of contrasting characters. So Mendel conducted dihybrid cross experiment in pea plants. So he crossed two homozygous pea plants having two pairs of contrasting characters. So I will write the genotypes here. So these are the two pea plants which are homozygous, differing in two pairs of contrasting characters. So both the plants, they are homozygous. This one is round yellow and this is wrinkled green. So they form the parental generation. Now the gametes. So these are the gametes which are produced. So since they are homozygous, they produce one type of gametes. So gametes will have these genes, and in this case the gametes will have these recessive genes. So next, the fusion of gametes, that is called fertilization. So when gametes are fused, you obtain F1 generation. So this is the F1 filial 1 progeny. So this is the genotype of the F1 generation. So this is heterozygous. This is heterozygous. The phenotype is round yellow. So this offspring, it is a hybrid. Now next, what Mendel did? Mendel select the F1 plants to obtain the genotypes of F2 generation. So we shall self these F1 plants or cross these F1 plants to obtain F2 generation. Right? So these are the two F1 plants which are selfed or crossed. Now this one, so this plant will produce 4 combination of gametes. So they are these are the 4 combination of gametes produced by the first F1 plant. Now this also produces 4 combination of gametes which are similar to this. So they will be these are the gametes. So these we can consider as male gametes and these we can consider as the female gametes. Now these gametes, they can be substituted on the Punnett square to obtain the genotypes of F2 generation. So we can consider these 4 first set of gametes as male gametes and next set of gametes as female gametes. So substitute them on the Punnett square to obtain the genotypes of F2 generation. So here there are 4 male and 4 female gametes. So in the Punnett square, the number of boxes we are considering is 16. So 4 into 4, 16. Right? So 4 male and 4 female gametes. So now we shall fuse these gametes to obtain the genotypes of F2 generation. So we have got the genotypes of the F2 generation. So we shall write the phenotypes here. So those are the phenotypes of F2 generation. Then the ratios. So the phenotype ratio, it is nine is to 3 is to 3 is to 1, whereas the genotype ratio so that is the genotype ratio. So ratios of phenotype and genotype can be calculated as we have done in the monohybrid cross experiment, right? So that is about the dihybrid cross experiment conducted by Mendel in the pea plants. So based on dihybrid cross experiment, Mendel discovered a law that is called law of independent assortment of characters. So we shall discuss the law. So that is the law that is called law of independent assortment of characters. Now this law, it states that that is the statement of law of independent assortment of characters. So this law states that when two pairs of traits are combined in a hybrid, the segregation of one pair of characters is independent of the segregation of the other pair of characters. So that is the statement. So I shall explain you this in brief. So two pairs of traits combined in a hybrid. So the hybrid that was obtained in the Dihybrid Cross experiment. So this is the hybrid. Right? So this is the hybrid that was obtained in a Dihybrid Cross experiment. So two pairs of traits are combined in this hybrid. Right? Two pairs of traits are combined in this hybrid. So which are those two pairs of traits? The first pair. So you consider this first pair of genes. Round, and write it here. Round and wrinkled is the one pair of contrasting characters. The second one, the second pair, yellow and green. Right? So these are the two pairs of traits, right? First pair, second pair. So two pairs of traits, they are combined in this hybrid, right? Now, the segregation of one pair. Now, for example, if you consider this pair, segregation of this pair, right? Segregation of this pair of characters is independent of the segregation of other pair. Means each pair segregates independently. Right? Now for example, the first pair, it segregates like this. The second pair, it also segregates like this. So each pair independently segregates. Right? So this is called law of independent assortment of characters, which was discovered by Mendel based on this Dihybrid Cross experiment. Now in this hybrid, this capital R, it is a dominant gene, right? Capital R is a dominant gene which is responsible for round shape of seeds. Small r is the recessive gene which is responsible for wrinkled shape of seeds. Whereas capital Y, it is the dominant gene that controls the yellow color of seeds or cotyledons. Small y is the recessive gene that controls green color of cotyledons or seeds. So that is about the law of independent assortment of characters, which was discovered by Mendel. So with this we shall conclude this video and we shall continue in the next video. Thank you.